Now we, 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 the people in the house. This is the United States, private enterprise free state, in on the check on, coming from you, going to you, live and direct, my people. It's another fucking night out here in the city. In the city. Okay? This is a live one, y'all. It's a full moon tonight out here. You see that? That's a cloud. But don't it look like a ship? That's a cloud, my people. And we are out here. You got skies up in here. You see it? That's it, my people. Those are the clouds up in the sky right now. That's a cloud out here in New York. That looked like another fucking world. This is in New York, and this is what the sky looks like out in Long Island. So yeah, my people, we out here. We are out here, and we about to drop another one for y'all tonight. And it's called Now. Now is the time for everybody to come together and do what you got to do on a higher level within the universe right now, my people, because there are a lot of things going on right now. And check it. That's the full moon. If y'all can see it, that's the full moon up in the sky right now damn, can't get it. I don't know. In Long Island, that's the full moon. If I catch it, that's what we got going on out here today, my people. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on out here in the universe right now. Niggas getting stopped. But there's the moon, if y'all can see it. It's full. It's a full moon tonight, my people. Full. It is what it is. I'm trying to get where y'all can see that moon. But at the moment, y'all can't see it. But, we live. And, we're going to talk about the now. The now. Why should you be in the now, my people? Why now? Why not tomorrow? Why not tomorrow? Why not the next day? Why now? Why is everything happening right now? Is it because you have woke up from the sleep of your slumber? Did you wake up to that TV show that they called Another World? You know what I'm saying? They were scripting your life for you every second by media, my people. Media is what controls the minds and most of the masses that tune in to certain media. Not all media is negative and not all media is positive. But media plays a prominent, dominant role within everyone's life right now. Because you are all the ancient souls from another fucking lifetime, straight up. And it's you that have to remember who you are, when you are, what you are, how you get there to be you are. So life is deep when you dig deep for answer deep. And when you start to unplug and unravel all the so-called mysteries that they've been telling us for like centuries, eons, lifetimes, eon jumps, dimensions, all these portals that, that they have us jumping through, and your mind around in space and watch it grow, and you will see that. Notice the people around you. Notice how much patience that you have now, since you have woke up to a whole nother world, a whole nother thought form, to only see yourself over the incompetence that you once were incompetent, meaning, no, you did not know how to handle your own affairs. Or was it because you was giving lack of disclosure? Lack of disclosure? Come on now. Lack of disclosure can kill anybody doing anything the right way. Lack of full disclosure. If you are in your constant lifetime of lack of full disclosure, then that means that you will never, ever, ever recoup what was once time. You have to go through this process. So, if you are within the process, within the main frame of the process, because you are the main frame of the process when you status correct. So, if you are status correcting, we are of assistance. Us Peeps, United States Private Enterprise Free State, 407-300-5377. We can fix all those holes that you have in your paperwork. Because we too were once there. Okay? And of course, we charge fees to do that, because as any other corporation, we are a business. Okay? And what is your business? To create more money for the what? It starts with a T, and we'll keep it silent from there. Now, if you have to create money for your what starts with a T, you know what I'm saying? You have to be around people who value you and your information. Because some people are just not there yet, and some people don't want to go there. So leave them where they are at that level, because you are in other levels and you need to move higher with your levels. Straight up. That's what the fuck a Master Mason knows. And that's why they have levels and the men that they have. Go to Brooklyn. Check out that lodge. Not the inside of it, but the outside of it. The stones and how it was built. That's how you know. What did I say before? Clocks. Look at the clocks within your jurisdiction that you travel along your path every day. Clocks always tell you the time period of that jurisdiction. You'll know what the jurisdiction really is and what time period that their law stands on and and is written from. Because the law starts when the entity or the creation of the state or the country starts, planet, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. That's when it starts. It doesn't start with a BC. For them, your labor starts for them when you were first born. Because if you go back into the archives of Tartaria, you will see that they archived debtors, slaves, and people in debt to someone else that owed, which was traded a body in for slavery, for prison, for whatever, until the debt was paid. So now they had on their vessel, their ship, which was the hospital. So if you were born on their ship, their house receipt is transferred where? To the next buyer. So the seller, your labor has a number. So Vital Statistics teamed up with the SSA. Now your birth certificate has a labor number that is tracked throughout the labor department. Okay? The labor department whispers into the Treasury's ear and the IRS's ear because they're cousins. Okay? So if the IRS and the Treasury are cousins to Vital Statistics, Department of, whatever. So they have an interconnection of loyalty. Loyalty is at the top of the chart, and loyalty only goes, the keys of loyalty only goes to that whom is the loyalist. Who is the motherfucking loyalist to the IRS and the Treasury? Everybody is, because we all got to go through them to get a motherfucking tax refund. Because we're on the road to the Treasury. Follow the yellow brick road. That's all you got to do. Yellow brick road. The yellow brick road is gold. Follow the gold, and there your treasure shall be found. Silver, crystals, all types of crystals, cement, because cement makes bricks, aluminum right now, which is cheap, builds cheap houses that have not sturdy walls for weather. That is why the mudslide covered up Tartaria. It covered up the IRS and the Treasury. I think it's 20 feet underground, which means that you have to go underground. Now, are you equipped to go underground with rats, snakes, and whatever else is underground leading to the IRS? The computer AI of the IRS that gives you all that mail that you fucking receive. The IRS, the electronic underground in Missouri, underground in, as we call them, SIT. Okay? The reserve banks are the 12 nodes within this atmosphere. They're portals. They are IRS portals and Treasury portals. Straight up. So, if you understand nodes astrologically, portals, vortexes of energy, then you know where the power comes from. Okay? That is neutral. Anybody can use the power and tap in, but you have to know how the grid was built. That's why you have to study certain cultures of civilizations, because they still exist underground. Now, do you have that type of suit that you are prepared to wear when you go underground, beneath the earth, beneath the surface that we're on, which is a plane, which is the meridian? We are at the meridian. This is the center that we are in. Okay? There's a certain type of atmospheric chemicals that mix here that keep you breathing. If such chemicals were to be sucked out of the air, atmosphere, bubble that we live in, then you would slowly die. Isn't that what people are doing right now? Slowly dying. Very slow. It's a slow death, people. It's a slow, I think I missed my exit. It's a very death that people are dying because the atmosphere is being replaced with different chemicals. They're taking the four elements and they're mixing them counterclockwise. So, counterclockwise is going west. Clockwise is going east. So, if you close your eyes and you see that wheel that spins in the center of your head, it can go forward, it can go eastward, or it can go westward. Okay? But Northern Boulevard. Okay, yo, that's where I did go. That's where I gotta go. Oh, this is Northern New York. Northern. So, I lost up in this bitch. Anyway, shit. So, my people, I'm back. I'm trying to get somewhere right now. So check it. Let's go back to the IRS because, you really got to know what you're talking about, because the IRS is what we are all here for. Today is now. That's what the now is about. The now is about collecting. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Trump is selling off America piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? Your labor, if you haven't done anything to that birth certificate, your shit was bagged up and sold. Believe that shit. He's selling it off in pieces. You can get a fucking gold visa or a gold passport right now. You could buy it from Trump. I think it's $1 million, and you own a piece of America as a citizen. Yada. Instant citizenship, instant key to whatever the fuck that motherfucking passport that Trump is selling. That's your passport. He giving a key. If you give him $1 million, you get a key to the castle. You get a key to New York. You get a key to America. You get to bring your people here, start whatever the fuck you want to start, because you done gave him $1 million. So, if that nigga sell, 10 gold passports, he good. You know what I'm saying? That's 10 mil. He could sell another, you know what I'm saying? The game, okay, you supposed to be a trust baby. You got $1 million in your account. If you knew how to talk to Trump, if you had status corrected your shit right, you could negotiate Trump through your estate, because Trump knows about the estate because he's doing a case right now. So you could negotiate a mill to Trump and have him take it out, your estate, and get you a gold passport. You give him a mill, he giving you a key. Yo, I done dropped the jewel on everybody. Y'all need to go hit Trump up. Tell him, yo, take a mill out my estate, and give me that gold. Give me that gold passport. Straight up. That's what's going down right now. So y'all gonna have to go talk to Trump and give him a mill out your estate. Tell him he can go into the estate. He got your permission to take a mill in return for that gold card. And that's how it's going down, because Trump is giving keys to the castle right now. All you got to do is give him $1 million and you could get a gold passport. That means that your citizenship now would be on a higher status. You would probably have, everything is probably status corrected within that one passport that Trump is selling, because Trump already knows about status correction, because Trump is status correcting right now. So you know what better motherfucker to cut a deal with right now on status correction is Trump. Straight up. That nigga status corrected like a mofo based on his fucking UCC that Trump got up there. That nigga, that fucking UCC, yeah, everybody can learn something from that UCC from Donald Trump. Straight up. You better know. Go check out Donald Trump's UCC, and you know who the fuck you gotta lean up for Donald Trump's UCC. Donald Trump is going straight to the Supreme Court with that fucking status correction. Straight up. That nigga going straight to Supreme Court with his status correction. And that's why they didn't want that nigga back up in the presidency, because, when you president of the corporation, it's a lot you can do. So, if you can't be president of this corporation, then you could be president of your own corporation. And, it's a lot of shit that you could do with your corporation as you, the president. You know what I'm saying? Not the trustee, not the executive, but just the president. The president got power moves that they can make because you separated yourself from that name. You could still have something where you are the United States, but you've separated yourself from it. And how do you separate yourself from another corporation? It's through EIN numbers. That's why everything has to be numbered, because without a number, then there's no identity. That's why they put a number, has given the Ensligus a number to give it identity, because the Ensligus is really private. But they brought the Ensligus into the public by giving it an SSN number that are not moving as a fictitious entity. You could move privately. So, but that non-UCC filing is not all that great. It's only for the private. And you have to notify them by sending them the lien. Now, when it's a public lien, it's on the file where anybody can see it. And anybody that can see it, because most companies and entities have people every day that check the legal notices to see who has woken up to claim their name or whatever. And then there's other corporations that check to see who has put what on the record or down at the county record, because that's where the publishings go. They check the record in any state. They look through all the states to see if you have done a status correction. You're part of that status correction is publishing. And wherever you publish has to put it on a county record, especially if it's a legal notice. So It goes on the county record. You have people from these corporations, they check county records every day to see who is status corrected. So the county record is only a county record, but when the newspaper puts it in the county, that's an official file that has been certified by the newspaper. You have to take that clipping and go and put it up in the county for yourself too. So, you know, but you have to use it in your paperwork when dealing with certain corporations to let them know certain things. Because if you were found to be, if they had put you in the books as dead, so say that you're dead, because I'm going to come back with all the information about this dead thing, the dead res. The dead res is a certificate. A certificate is a piece of paper in a two-dimensional world that can't speak for itself. So the ens legis is the paper. The real physical man or woman speaks for the ens legis, but if they're not registered to speak for the ens legis, meaning status correction, down at probate court, then certain things won't. Damn it. Damn. Oh. Right. Certain things will not be heard if you don't properly status correct. Straight up. UCCs and all that are good, but the only thing that really stands up is court. That's it. Court is the only place that you're gonna really get something on a record of winning. So also another way to prove life is to just, it is status correction, but it's 4 documents that you need. One comes from vital statistics, you know what I'm saying? You can have them write a letter that they can't find a death certificate in the system for you. So you have to be alive, and they will call you. I mean, they will send you back an email stating that they can't find a death certificate for you. And they will state in that email they send you, which you can use, that you're alive. Another way to prove life is to have your SSA earnings, the Social Security Administration earnings, meaning all your labor that you have, performed in your whole life. So they have all that labor. And that is your records, your earnings record is a proof of life. And another way to prove life is just to stand in front of a judge in their courtroom. You have to stand before a judge inside of their courtroom also to prove life. So if you are standing in front of any judge, as the representative, or, if a lawyer's representing you, I don't know what to, oh, damn, I went through an oak green. Almost went through a red light. God damn it. So look that's the moon out there, y'all. That's the fucking moon if y'all can see it. Damn. There it is. I doubt if you can see it, but there it is. That's the moon tonight, y'all. That is the moon tonight. There it is. In New York. In New York, that's the moon for tonight. That's the moon right out there. There it is. Everybody can see that shit. So that's what's up, my people. That is what's going on. That's the moon tonight, y'all. This is what it is. Coming straight to this camera right now. That's what it looked like. That's the moon right up there in the sky. All that shit wrapped around it. That's it. That's the type of shit we seeing now in the sky, y'all. In New York, straight up. Okay? Live. That shit look like a ship. It really is a ship. That's the moon right up in the sky. Look like a ship. You seeing this shit live. So people, that's some real shit right there. When you start seeing the skies change like that, that's how you know shit is going down. Shit is going down. Straight the fuck up. It's going down when you see a moon like that. You see, hold up. Where is this shit at? There it is. You know shit is going down when you see a moon like that sitting up in the sky, and it keeps changing. Look at it. It's right there in the sky. Right there, up there. There it is. That's the moon. And you see how it's changing constantly. It's not just a circle. That's the moon, constantly. Look at all of the rings around that shit. That's the moon in the sky right now in New York. Look like a ship. Right in the sky. I can't make this shit up. I'm showing y'all this shit in real time. That's in real time, my people. Real time. So, basically, my people, I'm about to get on up out of here soon. I'm trying to just tell people y'all got to really start studying, because studying is the only way to get up out of here. Meaning that, you know, when you do want to get the hell off this place, wherever we at, you're going to have to study to know how to get out. You have to know all the rules, everything. You have to be building within your mind like a master mason. You got to be building. You got to fucking construct where you want to go. Because without a construction of the layout where you're trying to get to, how you going to get there? You'll be here forever, still creating your next world. The shit I drop is deep, way over people's heads. But it's okay. And I hope you catch up. But I hope you catch up before, you know, the portal closes up, because portals don't stay open long. Some portals have a 30-day window. Some portals have a 1-day window. Some portals have a 1-minute window. You know, that's another thing. When you trying to be a jumper, and you trying to, you know, get as much info as you can get, you know, and trying to make straight up. But if you on some, you know, not trying to study, be lazy with it, then it's not going to benefit you, because the door is what you make it. So you could draw a door right in front of you, but what are you stepping into on the other side of the door? If you have not created the other side of the door, then shit, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to drop into Never Never Land, straight up. So that's why the master mason is a builder. And you have to build the construct before you even have the materials. You have to build it first mentally, because once it's built within the mind and you have held the thought for as long as you can hold it, it manifests with the materials you need. And that could be anything. So manifestation, is only going to come from the one who is the truest to themselves. Because, if you ain't true to yourself, you really can't be true to nobody, because ain't nobody else going to hear it if you haven't done it already. Straight up. And it may not even be for some people to do once you have done it. That's why you have to keep it moving so that you can get through the yellow fucking brick road. If you on the road to gold and riches, then you on the right fucking road, because we are on the road to the treasury together, straight up. So that's why you have to know certain things about the IRS. You have hijacked the treasury. They were the survivors of Tartaria. Anyone who has survived a mud flood, a flood, or any type of catastrophe, major catastrophe on the planet, okay, are you listening? The survivors are the ones with the original blueprint. The original blueprint never went anywhere. It's in the survivors. What do you call it? They hold it. Okay. So who are the survivors of Tartaria? Russians, Stalin. Okay. What is it that JFK knew about Tartaria? Did their lineage come from Tartaria? Because they were rich, right? Overabundantly rich. Of all the survivors, they were the ones that took all the knowledge of all the instruments, machinery, vehicles, anything. They had the blueprint. So if Ford built the first car and he named it Ford, he had a blueprint. His mother could have had the blueprint. His father could have had the blueprint, and they left it and passed it on to him. Because that's what you do through trust. And if you listen to the motherfucking history of Tartaria, they always referred back to the trust. So everything is based upon the trust and the general executor. Straight up. If you don't have the trust set up, and if you are not in the proper title, then someone else can be in your proper title until you rebut the record. Rebuttal is jurisdiction through probate, through jurisdiction, Supreme Court. So, if you are not status correcting, then I don't know what you're doing. What you're doing if you're not status corrected. Yeah. Okay, it's after COVID, okay? There is no such thing as a party no more, y'all. COVID killed the party. Because if you are still in a club partying, you gotta be out of your motherfucking mind. Straight the fuck up. Did they not try to fucking warn you already? If COVID didn't kill your ass off, you will get kidnapped in a club. Straight up. Okay, our cons are looking to devour those who pass through. So, you are trying to get to the other side, and you think that through death will get you there, but some people are mistakenly wrong. Death cannot get you through, okay? They have archons sitting at death's gate. Straight the fuck up. If they are sitting at death's gate, you yourself will be eaten as soon as you try to cross over. There is no crossing over if you have not status corrected. That's what every guru, they always will tell you. You have to status correct. If you don't have a status correction, then you will never be survivors of catastrophes. Because the survivors of all catastrophes have the blueprint. And what is the blueprint? The blueprint can be anything. It can be the law. It can be an instrument. It can be anything. Anything that is what we do right now. Whatever we are bartering and trading, selling and buying, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. So, my advice to anybody right now, basically, y'all gotta take it to another level. You're gonna have to just buckle down, and you're gonna have to status correct. You know, none of us thought that. We didn't. When you first come into this, you're gonna be like not knowing nothing, and you can fall for anything and waste your time. But here at the United States Private Enterprise Free State, we put you on the right road. 407-300-5377. My people, I'm about to be up and out.